family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy to know that you are behind your screen watching me right now. And you know, in ATC, we have our motto. We said, we share to improve. And I'm here to share with you a small message that I have so that you can improve, and together we can improve as a family, because that's the mindset of ATC. And as you know, my name is Joel, and it's a great privilege, and it will always be a privilege for me to be here. Alright, this message, I took it out of something that happened to me last week. Last week, it was a very difficult for me. It was a very tough week. Many things happened to me, and things just went upside down. And I was hurt. I was so devastated. I was in such a pain that I literally cried. And out of that anger, out of that pain, out of what I was going through, I took a decision. And it's true that I took my time before making sure that that was the best thing for me to do. And when I thought that, okay, I think because of this and that, let me just do this. Before moving forward, I had somebody that I decided to share with the person what I was going through. And the person told me something that was totally opposite to what I had in mind. The person told me something that was totally against what I had planned to do. And I was stuck. I didn't know what to do anymore. Because I was in pain, I was very frustrated. And you are about to do something that you think is going to make you feel fine, to make you feel good, and somebody comes and tells you the opposite of it. I didn't know what to do anymore. That's why I decided to bring this to share it with you so that together we can improve. But before I get deeper into my message, I want to bring you back when you were a child. When you were a child, you had a parent, you had the elder brother, elder sister, you had somebody who was there to make sure that you do the right thing. You had somebody who was there to tell you what to do and what to not do. And there were moments where even when you don't like it, or even when you don't understand it, but because the person is elder than you, he has more experience than you, he tells you that don't do it. When you disobey, the person beats you up so that you can come back to track, so you can come back in the way. And even when you started going to school, you had teachers who were there to making sure that you are behaving in the right way. They were telling you, for example, that you are not supposed to cheat in your exams. You're not supposed, for example, to ask answers to your classmate during an exam. You're not supposed to talk when the teacher is there explaining a subject. You always had somebody in your life that was making sure that you do the right thing. And it was so easy for you to just follow, to just adjust and to obey that person. But it's so sad, it is so unfortunate today to see that the more we are growing, the more we think that we are becoming too much independent, the more we are thinking that we have the right to do anything that we want, anyhow. There are people who even says that it is my life. I do what I want, I behave anyhow, I can go wherever I want, anytime. If you have this kind of mindset, let me tell you that this message is really for you. I'm here to tell you that you're in danger if this is how you see your life. What do I mean by that? Let me just first of all ask you a simple question. If I say that, are you a good listener? You will say that, yes, I'm a good listener. I listen to people, I listen to advices of others. But if you look at yourself, you will realize that you are a good listener only when it is convenient to you. You listen to people only when they tell you what you want to hear. You do things what others tell you only when it's convenient to you. Let me ask you this second question. Do you have at least one person that when the person tells you to do something, you don't question the person, you just do it? Do you have somebody in your life, when the person tells you no, you don't question that statement and you don't do it? If you don't have somebody like that in your life, you are in great danger. Do you have somebody that you were about to do something? You maybe made a decision, or you were going to do something crazy. But as soon as the name of the person comes into your mind, there is fear that catches you. You are like, no. If I do this, if this person heard that I've done this, He will be so disappointed about me. He will be mad at me that I cannot just stand it. So I better not do it. Do you have that person in your life? In case you don't have a person like that, let me tell you, you're in great danger. There's a saying that says, there is wisdom in the multitude of counselors, not friends, not parents, not relatives. Because sometimes you might have friends that are not telling you what you need to do. Sometimes you might have friends that are just there to flatter you. They don't tell you the truth. Or maybe because you don't listen to them, so sometimes they keep quiet. When you want to do something, they let you do it because they know that it's of no use to tell you what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to do it. As you're listening to me right now, I want you to know that it is important in your life to always have somebody that you know, this person, you don't question the statement of the person. You always have somebody that you follow, that you listen to. That person might be your parents, might be your friend, anybody. Ladies, you aspire to be a great wife, right? For your husband, you want to be you want to help your husband, you want to be a good wife, right? But how are you going to be a good wife if at this stage of your life, when you are not yet married, you don't have somebody that you listen to? How are you going to be a good wife? How are you going to be a good mother if at this stage of your life, when you are still a bachelor, when you are still living under the touch of your parents, you don't have somebody that you listen to when the person tells you no, you don't do it, you don't question the statement of the person. You don't have somebody that, even when you thought that you were right, and the person tells you that you are wrong, you keep quiet, even when it is inconvenient to you. If you don't have that somebody in your life, how are you going to be a good wife? Do you think you are going to learn it when you are going to be in your marriage to listen to your husband? That is so wrong. The same things apply to men. If you don't have somebody that tells you that, don't do this, don't do that, and you just follow the person, you just listen to the person. If you don't have that person in your life, do you think you're going to be a good father? Do you think you're going to be a good husband? When you want to do something and your wife tells you that, no, Annie, I think this is not a good idea, or maybe what you wanted to start, maybe let's say business, and your children tells you that, Dad, we don't think this is a good idea for us. Do you think it's at that moment that you're going to listen to them? No, that is so wrong. You don't prepare your marriage when you're in a marriage, you prepare it way before. And for you to have a successful marriage, you need to be a great listener. You know, one of the good qualities of a leader is somebody who listens. Not somebody who listens only when it's convenient to him. No. A person who listens even when it is inconvenient to him. So today I'm here to let you know and to make you realize that it is important in your life to always have somebody that tells you what you need to do and what you are not supposed to do. It is important for you in life to always have somebody that you follow, a person that you know that you are not supposed to do certain things because you don't want that person to be hurt, you don't want to disappoint that person. It is always important for you to have somebody. Because as I said earlier, there is wisdom in the multitude of counselors. You have people who are more experienced than you. You have people who are older than you. You have people who maybe know things better than you. And it's always good to have people around you who have different perspectives. Because sometimes you might think that you are right, but that's not the case. Now, how are you going to know that you were wrong when you don't have somebody that the person says no and you keep quiet? How are you going to be? How is it going to be in your life? Today I'm here to tell you one thing. You have and you must have somebody in your life that you listen to, even when it is inconvenient to you. That is how you grow. That is how you become a great listener. That's how you acquire wisdom. I'm going to end up my speech by saying that you are meant to listen to others, not with the intention to reply, but you are meant to listen to people with the intention of understanding. I hope at the end of this message you are going to check up yourself, to ask yourself the question if you have that person. In case you do not have, know that you're in danger and it's time for you to change. Remember that there is wisdom in the multitude of counsel. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know that the moment was great, so please don't forget to subscribe and also click the bell button so that you can get all the notifications of our page, and comment also and share the link.